Howdy. You're in my flea market pile, because we can get to that now. See you were right there. We're back! And I got a haircut, as you can see. Yeah, I need to work in this garage. It's bad. Like, shoe wall. Finally got done going through the $1,500 unit. Well, what was in the garage. I've been working on this big box of records the past few days. Listing a bunch of those. I think I've probably listed like 100 or so records. Not a lot, but there was some that were damaged, some that are really good. I don't know. Let me flip the camera around, show you how bad this place is, and what my plan is, I guess. So I'm currently standing in front of my wall of monitors. Yeah, there's a flea market pile. Records. Empty box. Stuff to be listed. All over here. And here. And way back in there. And yeah. And over here. Flea market stuff, kind of. That's then just piled into I don't know. It's a wreck in here. Stuff to be listed. Tons of stuff. More things. Tape checks. Got a bunch of those. More stuff to be listed. So I don't really know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to start by tackling this pile. Cleaning up whatever mess I made here. And then work on shifting all that stuff back. Moving this stuff around here so I can get the flea market stuff back there. There's some other flea market stuff kind of laying around here, like some camcorders that aren't worth listing and all that jazz. And then the main goal eventually is to get everything over here kind of more organized and moved to this side of the garage. So that way I can then set up an area to list. Because it doesn't make sense, like say if I'm listing this, it doesn't make sense for me to carry this 90-pound object inside to then have to carry it right back out just to take pictures. I can do all that out here. I also need to figure out, like I've got just piles of video cards. I need to pull all them down. There's magazines here. I know there's other boxes of magazines. I need to sort through those. Pile of stuff. I know there's like a crate of records under there that are pretty rough. I need to look through and see if there's anything in there crazy valuable. This is already listed stuff. I need to reorganize this shelf too at some point in my life. And like these are all listed cameras. That's an expensive monitor, I'm pretty sure. I think it's like, not expensive, I think it's like a $150 monitor. But like that needs to be tested. I haven't even really looked at the stuff on the shelf, to be honest, because it all was piled up in front of and I couldn't really 100% get to it. But I know there's like computers and electronic-y things. More camcorders, of course. So yeah, that's my goal right now, is just to start getting some sort of organization, figure out what shoes are going to be listed, and I can like box them up and put them aside, because that's stuff I can just take inside and it'll be easier. But yeah, I don't really know. Magazines, books, those boxes are books, tons of stuff. But I'm gonna get to moving stuff around and I'll check in here in a minute. So I've been working out here for approximately an hour and 22 minutes. I got to my totes, stacked blankets over there, and we are working on this pile. The shoes are gone. I've got a couple bins here that are to be listed or further researched and then listed. Flea market pile there. Move some of this stuff around back here to start stacking totes. That's all flea market from this unit. This stack, those, and then that stack, which is all shoes. And then there's 2 more boxes of shoes there. None of the shoes aren't worth anything. It's like, I forget the brand. Those ones are, I don't know, Ball Band or something. There's like no brand on them. So, whatever. But I was cleaning out this, knock something down. I was cleaning out this little area here and found this projector that I didn't even know was here. And it seems to sell, there was a couple sold for like $300 and $400. It's like a 16mm film projector. So, does it work? I got no idea. But, let me see what they go for parts. Okay, so the prices are all over the place. There's some that have sold for parts for like 60 to 150, and then there's ones that are working that have sold anywhere from 150 to 900. So that's where we're at. I guess at some point I'll plug it in. Here, let's just go plug it in right now. See what it does. We'll climb through our little hallway here. Come over here where I've got a lot more space to work. Onto the eBay table you go. Where'd the power cord go? There it is. Let's plug it in, see what it does. Plug. Oh, my dehumidifier kicked on. Oh. We've got it doing stuff. Rewind seems to work. Oh, the light works? Check that out. Oh, you can see it over there. I don't think I have any film. I didn't find any in this unit, but that's cool. It seems to work. So that's pretty neat find that I had but didn't know I had. Just a little update of the progress. We are slowly getting stuff moved. Been going through stuff, looking things up. This is my pile of shoes. All those boxes are full of shoes that I still really haven't gone through. It is the next day now. Half of these totes fell over, so I had to fix all them. But we're getting stuff moved, kind of. Made a hole back here. Been going through camcorders and seeing what's worth listing and what's not. And I'm finally back to this shelf here. And then there's like piles of big stuff back over here. Like there's another tape check. There's a Laserdisc player. Recorders. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, that fax machine's brand new. I think this box is completely full of moving blankets. There's more there. I need to sell them. That's so many. But yeah, so once I get all this moved at some point, couldn't tell you when, then I can get to listing this stuff. My goal is to be listing all this big stuff, these guys, all this stuff by the end of next week. Monitors, but we'll see. And then still we'll have tons of shoes and boots and Betacam, tons of stuff. There's a subwoofer, there's a TV in that box. To tell you the truth, I don't even remember what is in some of these boxes. Pretty sure that Sylvania box back there I haven't even gotten to. And I think there might be, there's a couple camcorders over there that I can't get to. And there's a couple shelves over there that I really haven't even looked through. We just kind of piled the stuff on it. But yeah, we're slowly getting over moving all this big stuff, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with everything. Like I just opened up this box that I forgot was in here, and it's all like individual bags of a few washers, a few screws. So it's like, what am I going to do with that? Debating on just taking the whole thing to the flea market, $1 bag, take whatever's in there. Then there's like this box of power supplies. I need to go through this and see if that's actually, if the power supplies that are on the boxes are what's in it. I highly doubt they are, but anyways, yeah. This is where I'm going to end off for today. Be back out here tomorrow and get to moving some more stuff, I guess. So it's been a few days since I've been in here, and as you see, we had another collapse. So got to deal with that, and then get to, I guess, dealing with more of this stuff. I don't know. Let me get this mess cleaned up and deal with all that. So I'm slowly getting somewhere. I'm kind of finally over to here. Going through this. We've got some more stuff piled up over here. Been going through some shoes. As you see, I got a flea market tote going on there. All shoes piled up here, and then into flea market and bigger things. Just found this box that was with, because all these boxes here are all magazines, and I'm pretty sure that's what this one is too. Yeah, it is. They're all like different old computer magazines, but this one seems to be mainly catalogs, which I've been having some okay luck with selling. And then also these older Edmund catalogs, which I think I sold one for like 30 bucks or so. And I think there's like 4 or 5 of them there. They're kind of bent. I'm gonna see if I can get them to straighten back out. But yeah, so like these are all old catalogs of sorts that I'll have to go through separately, and then like these things, which I don't think these are worth anything. But that's what's in there. There's another tape check. Laserdisc player. Another Laserdisc recorder. Ginormous Laserdisc one down there. more of the same kind of there, U-matics and laser discs, and I don't even remember what's back there, or like in that box. If I had to guess, that's magazines. I don't really know. I couldn't tell you what's on these shelves. I think that's magazines back there. I don't really know. But yeah, so this is where we're at. We're here now. It is so humid outside today, but I'm trying to get some work done. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to moving stuff now. Just found this at the bottom of this box actually while I was putting these back, and I pulled it out, but I had to show it because it's really cool. Circuit City Stereo Buying Guide, 1977. So you got everything in here. Man, was this stuff expensive back in the day. It's crazy. But that's a cool catalog. Someone would probably want that. And it's me, back on the screen. So, nothing fell over. Good. I haven't been out here in probably like a week moving stuff. I should have been, but I've just been busy. Just got back from picking up one of maybe 2 or 3 truckloads of a whole bunch of free stuff. So, there was someone that I knew who is moving out of the area, and they're cleaning out their storage unit, and basically just gave me all of this stuff, and I paid them $40 for a bin of video game stuff, which I'll show you here in a second. But yeah, so she needs all the stuff gone and didn't want to donate it, so she's donating it to me, which is awesome. So here, I'll show you. We got the truck full. Let me drop the tailgate. See what falls. Ooh. There we go. I'll flip this around. So we have all of this. The whole truck's full. This is an old chair. Has a model on it, I guess. Needs new, whatever that stuff's called. Wickering, I guess. I don't really even know what's in here. Just totes and boxes, and the whole cab of the truck is full, as you can see. And then we have stuff in the front seat. And then I bought this bin for 40 bucks. Ooh. It has, let's see, we got a Game Boy Color game, which is Super Mario Deluxe. The main thing I wanted in here, there's 2 Game Boy SPs. So there's that one. Oh, I just locked the door on myself. Game Boy SP. And then there's another blue one right down here. Another Game Boy SP with chargers. Some games, Flash, GT Advance, Mortal Kombat. That might be worth something. I'm not really sure off the top of my head. There were a couple DS games in here too that I didn't really look at. Let's see, what DS games do we have? Wizards of Waverly Place, SpongeBob, and Guitar Hero. I don't think there's any on the other side, is there? No. So there's that. There's also an 80 gigabyte Zune that was in there. So that's pretty cool. That'll sell. And then in here is some Game Gear games, which I haven't looked these up either. RoboCop, Terminator, the Hulk. Oh, it looks like there's manuals in there too. Vampire and Caesar's Palace. And it looks like we have some manuals in there as well. And then I don't think there's anything in here. No, nothing in there. A couple other, like a GameCube Advance cord, some no-name controllers, a couple more GBA games, nothing special there. But not a bad bin for 40 bucks. Looks like some headphones or something. I don't know. Not a bad bin at all for $40. And yeah, I told her to let me know if there's any more video game stuff, that I'd definitely be interested in that. And then, like I said, everything else in here is free. So it was just my time and fuel to run over about an hour away and just grab all this stuff. Today's Wednesday, so Friday she's supposed to be calling me or texting me, and after she's done going through everything that she can take, because everything's going into, I guess, an RV and a little trailer. So it looks like there's some clothes. I don't know. I don't really look through anything at all. A roll of bubble wrap. That's always nice. Looks like some purses. More purses. I mean, there's going to be stuff that I'm just going to get rid of. I did see this, though. Come here. What year are you? I didn't look. It's a little Furby. 2012. So we got a little Furby there. But yeah, so it'll be fun to go through. I saw this mixing board looking thing that looked interesting. I don't know what that is, a strobe light or something. Looks like some CDs down in there maybe. But yeah, hopefully there's some good stuff in here. More than likely the next video will be me sorting through all this stuff and seeing what all we actually have here. Because it's basically like going through a storage unit. I've got no idea what all I have. Like whatever that is, brand new. Some Crocs. Those will sell. So yeah, not bad for a free pickup. So now the goal that I did have, which was moving all this stuff, is going to be put on pause. Because I'm just going to basically, it's not a whole ton of stuff, and then another truckload won't be that much either. I'm just going to kind of pile it all in front of here. So that way I can go through it, and then I'll probably end up putting stuff for flea market and everything just over there for the time being, and then we'll do a big shuffle. I'll just probably move all these shoes out of the way, stack all the flea market back there, and then just move on to what our previously scheduled programming, which was moving all of this stuff and getting to list this stuff. The day that I wanted to have all this moved and be listing out here has come and gone, but yeah, got the PC World magazines, which was funny. I actually looked some of these up, and some of the real older ones might actually sell for good money just on their own. So I was thinking of just lotting them all into like by the year, because this is what, January through December of like 86, then 87. All these are magazines. But apparently those might sell individually, which we'll have to see. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get this truck unloaded, and I'll let you know if I find anything cool. I'm just going to peek and stuff, and then not really go through it at all. But I'm going to peek in some boxes and totes, and I'll let you know here in a second. So nothing all that spectacular came out of that stuff that was in the truck. That was like a couple of hours ago. As you see, I changed my glasses if you're paying attention, because I'm in the garage about to pack eBay for the day, which I do shorts every day on, if you didn't know that. Let's go pick some orders, shall we? We have a laser line CD tower that's sold. I think it sold for like 60 something bucks, 50 something bucks, I don't remember. I really don't even remember what else sold. I have to look at my phone. But we're going to pick up another load of that stuff on Friday. Today's Wednesday. And that should be the rest of it. I'm debating on running it all through Whatnot. So like this video, I'm hoping is going to come out Friday, the day I go pick up the rest of the stuff. Well, that's what day it's coming out. Hopefully it gets views before, because some of my videos have been slouching with like no views. But yeah, I think I'm debating on running it on Whatnot as I go through it next week or the week after. So if you've seen this video, go down to the description, follow me on Whatnot. I haven't done a show since like the winter, because I've been super busy with this unit that all the past videos have been on. And a lot of that stuff's not really Whatnotable, I guess you could say, because this stuff's so big and heavy and all that jazz. But yeah, so let me pull all this. Oh wait, I remember another thing that's sold. It's right here. It is this Patriot Stadium, the Foxborough, not Foxborough. It's the Gillette Stadium. I hope you can see that. Oh, there you go. Little Danbury Mint. Bought this at a yard sale this past weekend for $5 and sold it for $205 before fees and everything. But that's that. That's all I can remember right now that's sold. But yeah, so anyways, go follow me on Whatnot, and then if you want to, because I think that's where I'm gonna be running through all that stuff, just to, I don't know, see what we can do on Whatnot. I really would like to get into it more, but it's just so difficult. So I don't know. I'll show you what everything's sold here in a second. So this is everything we have for today. Nothing too crazy. Only 6 things going out. Got a little Pampered Chef tortilla warmer that's sold over on Poshmark. We've got the stadium that I showed you, Danbury Mint Patriot Stadium. We have a little, I dropped it, a little adapter for a camcorder that plugs into the back of the camcorder, and then you plug in your audio video cables. A little Disney Mickey Mouse watch with its little case, and then a respirator that's brand new. This came out of a storage unit, free box at a yard sale. Bought those this past weekend, and then this I bought a few weeks ago at a yard sale for $2. So that's everything we got. Coming up next in the video, I don't know what it is. Probably more stuff. And it is a couple days later, and I'm back with the last load of free stuff that I picked up. I don't even know what's in here. Just loaded this one up too. There's what, like 1, 2, 3, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 totes here. I think there's another tote or laundry basket or something back here. Some buckets that have things in them. Oh, it looks like tools. Nothing special, but good flea market tools probably. And then some shelves. There's like that whole shelving rack, and then back in here right there, all those shelves came with this stuff as well, so like those will be easy to sell. This is all the stuff from a second ago in the video, about a couple days ago for me. And what else was in there? It's like a DVD rack, metal DVD rack, floor dolly. That was free. It's a little step ladder. So some decent stuff. I'm gonna pull all this big stuff out of here, and then I will we'll look in some totes, see what we got. Alright, let's poke around in these totes. This one's pretty empty. LED light fan. Garden party little stacking cube things. Nothing special in there. Let's see what we have here. Oh, this looks like glass. Yay. Some sort of jars. Okay, this is all glassware. There's some Pyrex though. Little Pyrex jars. So who knows what's actually in there. Let's grab another tip. Oh, this one's pretty empty. What do we have? Made in USA, Sears and Roebuck, but it's just the case. Which isn't the worst thing. I've had good luck selling the vintage cases like such. There's like nothing in this one. Old Makita drill. Sell that at the flea market. Looks like we've got some old, what are the words for these? Dough rollers? That's what I'm going to call it. Why can I not think of it? I want to say a pinwheel, but I know that's not it. Alright, let me get these totes in. I'll grab some of those. I'm stupid. Those are called rolling pins. I figured it out. Oh, it's like a McDonald's koozie looking thing. False-graph pan. Cigar box. What's a cuckoo clock? Let's check that out. See if it's anything special. Seems like it was made in Germany. It's got German writing on it. Does it have its weights? Oh yeah, there's the weights. So that's neat. A little cuckoo clock. I don't know what that says there. Swiss musical movement. And now I can't get it back in there. Looks like just some random household items. Perfect, we don't need to get it back in there. We can just stick all this stuff around it back in this tote. Check that out. Oh, there's a little design on the false-graph. Like arrowheads or something. Alright, moving on. These are nice totes too. Looks like we have some little maybe ice cube makers or for freezing stuff. Fabric of some sort. Got some belts down here. It's a cool belt buckle in there. No name on it or anything. Ooh, some command hooks. I'll probably keep those. Looks like a nutcracker down there. I don't know what that is, little lights or something. Some ribbon. It looks to really be it, little cases and stuff in this one. Let's grab this last one over here. And then we'll poke into those back there. This all looks to be craft stuff, like I can see. Oh, it's creative memories though. There's your creative memory die cuts. Okay, there's a few of those. Those might be worth something. bunch of craft stuff in this bin. It goes all the way to the bottom. As you can see through there, it's like different craft things. Got a little wallet. I don't know what those are. Another little wallet, some brass candle holders. Nothing really in there, it looks like. Just some randomness in there. Bath and Body Works. Okay, not a bad one there. Let me take these in and I'll grab those ones and we'll peek in those too. Alright, let's see what we got in here. We got these 4 totes left and then whatever's in the cab. Oh, there's an Omron machine. What model is this one? BP710N. It's probably like 15 bucks on eBay there. You get good, decent money for them on eBay. Band-Aids, pill container, sinus rinse. Seems like clothes down in there. Mickey Mouse hat. The rest of that seems like clothes. Little container. Alright. Stick this stuff back into there. Whoa. Let's see what we have in here. Bunch of clip things. Whatever those are. Looks like more clothes, some makeup. This is probably more makeup. That it is. Brushes. Makeup brushes. What are these? They're not books. They're plastic. How do you open? Oh, I guess they slide. Oh, they're like little mini games. Okay. We got Hi-Ho Cherry. Chutes and Ladders. Candyland. Memory Game. And then down in here we've got these little egg things, which I think have little plushes in them. Yeah, they do. So they have like little plush. I think it's like one of those mystery plush things. Also we have Funko Jaws Universe game there. Oh, there's a Blink doorbell. Blink video doorbell. Seems like another Funko Pop thing here. Rock candy, Wonder Woman. Some little ducks. Squishmallow collector's edition thing. I might look that up and see if it's worth anything. But it's just a bunch of hodgepodge of stuff. Build-A-Bear Workshop things. So yeah, let me get this mess that I made cleaned up and we'll go into those 2 totes. And we have our next bin. Looks like aprons on top. A little food scale, it seems like. I don't really want to make this one a big mess because it seems like it's actually packed in here pretty decently. And then it'll be a mess for me to get back into here. Metal spring clips. What are these? Montgomery Gentry. Wait, Michael Montgomery. What are they? Neil McCoy. Are they like flags or something? There's a whole bunch of them. Let me see if I can get that whole little crate out of there without making a huge mess. Willie Nelson. Tracy Bird. George Strait. George Strait. Tim McGraw. These ones don't have... Oh, they do. No, it's this way. Little Texas, Jeff Carson, Confederate Railroad, Randy Travis, Nitty Gritty, Garth Brooks, Waylon, Sawyer Brown, Wayne Hayes, Reba. Like, what are they? I'm going to pull one of them out and we'll look at them. I see now. They're like little banners, almost. That one's Neil McCoy. You gotta love that tour 95. They're like, I guess they're all kind of like that, or maybe some of them are more of like handkerchief type things, or I don't know. There's a whole bunch of country ones in here. So we'll just see if there's any value in those. That's pretty cool. And they're all labeled too. That makes it easier on me. But yeah, those are pretty neat. So it seems like from the 90s or maybe 2000s. 92. Some of them had years on them. 94 there. 94. Cool. So the rest of this down here just looks like kitchen stuff basically. Those look like little Sharpies or something. Yep, a bunch of Sharpies down in there. Funny enough, I don't know if these are more modern or they're older. Some of them, the new ones might be worth some money. I don't know, we'll have to see, based on colors and stuff. But everything else down in there just looks like kitchen from what I can see without making a huge mess of it. I'm probably, like I said before, if you're still here listening to me, I'm probably going to be running this all on Whatnot. So, if you want to see what you haven't seen, check out Whatnot. Links down in the description. What is this thing? It's a little tin toy race car. That's pretty neat. It's modern, made in China. When it says collectible item, it is most likely not collectible. Okay, so there's that. Let's grab this last bin here. Oh, we got some, what are those things called? Molds. Some lights. A Tervis cup. Looks like we got a bunch of these little Disney nano figures. There's Woody. There's a bunch of them down here. Another Woody. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse. Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse, candles. Move that Tervis out of the way. Oh, there's a bunch down that side too. Oh, I dropped them all. Peter Pan, Queen of Hearts, George, no, Scrooge McDuck, Baymax. What else do we have in here? Mickey Mouse something. Not sure what that is. Oh, these are those metal figures. I've had these before, but Harry Potter. So there's some Disney ones. Seems like that's what all these are going to be too. Let's see, we'll pull them out and lay them on top. The Incredibles. Guardians of the Galaxy. The Incredibles again. Looks like they were on sale at Walmart when she got them. Bump and Go. I don't know if it's like is it a dog toy? Feels like a dog toy. But there's that. Some salt and pepper shakers. Oh, I can't remember the name of this one. I'll have to look it up. I can't remember the name. But yeah, that's that. And then I'll grab the stuff. These are pretty cool, I guess. These little figures. But I'll grab these stuff out of the truck and we'll look at that. So I just looked this up. It's Molly from the Big Comfy Couch. It's got a couple marks on it. But it seems like the ones that are like 17 inches, which I think that's got to be what this one is. I mean, it's the height of that tote. They seem to be selling for like 50 to 90 bucks. So that's pretty cool. That's going to go in my further to research bin. There's just a few things in there. I want to see those metal figures. It seemed like there was a couple that might be like rare. Or I feel like there is, so I just want to look them up a little more. But, yeah, now we'll get into the cab of the truck. Alright, we got a couple buckets. Doesn't seem like much. Some screws, I'll keep those. We have a Black & Decker jigsaw, a sander. And that's really, it's not even Black & oh, that's Black & Decker, this is Hyper Tough. That's really it for that one. What is this? A vacuum pump. Just a cheap Chinese little vacuum pump thing. Toss that in there. And then we have this one that we looked in. Just looks like some cheaper stuff. That's not good. Nothing on it. Nothing there. Stanley. Let me get the saw out before I cut myself on it. Workcraft. Doesn't really seem to be anything present. Nothing really of value in here. Didn't expect there would be. So this is basically the last one. The other stuff that was in there is mainly just clothes. So we'll take a look and see what we have in here. Just looks like a jumbled mess of stuff. Not really seeing much in that one. Got a little bag. Some more little bags, it looks like. Looks like more bags. What's this guy? Oh, a portal from Facebook. Brand new in the box. Never opened. That's probably pretty good. And then down here, I think that's just something. What is it? Vegas series. I think it's seat covers. Okay. So that's that. That's everything. Basically, I looked through, like I said, I looked through this stuff yesterday, and there wasn't anything spectacular in there. Just like this stuff. Nothing crazy at all. The Facebook portal thing is probably the best thing. But it was all free, so I'll take it. And like I said, we're probably gonna run it on Whatnot. Let me flip this camera around. So it seems like the Facebook portal thing is like maybe 50 to 80 bucks. So basically the same as like the little plush. But this is all the stuff. It looks like a lot more than it does on video, at least here. Probably like 20-some, 30 totes or so, and then a few bags. But like I said, I think I'm gonna probably run it all on Whatnot just to try. Like, I don't know, if it doesn't sell, I'll just take it to the flea market. That's what I'm gonna do anyways. And I don't think I'm gonna be going to the flea market this summer. Just have a very, very busy summer with everything else. But that's where we're gonna wrap up today's video. I wasn't expecting to come get all this stuff. I was expecting this video to be all just moving stuff in the garage and then listing stuff in the garage. But as you see, we're kind of stuck. Oh, this thing came out of the stuff that I got. This Brothers sewing machine with its foot pedal and everything. So that was kind of nice. But yeah, so that's where we're going to end off today's video. And the next video, I don't know what that's going to be. Next week. Hopefully next week. If I can come up with enough stuff in my boring life to make a video. But anyways, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, like the video, go follow me on Whatnot, and put on the notifications, because if I go live, I don't know when it's going to be. I'll try to make a YouTube post about it. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys. We'll catch you next time.